Hi, welcome back to Motech Performance. I'm Mike, behind the camera is Jay, and behind me is a stunning Thunderlight metallic purple M135, no I, that we collected from Charlie a few days ago. Let's take you back when we collected it. Cool, so this, Charlie, is moving demonstrator, demo car, social media car?
Yeah, so we decided we wanted to do, after seeing your beautiful Portimao blue,
it's a good looking car,
35i, we thought, you know what, let's do one for ourselves. So we are going to give you free reign of our Thunder Night 135 demonstrator.
And the only thing you said you want on it is the neodyme wheels.
We need neodyme on this one.
We will sort the springs out, we will sort the body kit out, we'll go fairly easy, we'll get rid of some of the badging, put black badging onto it and normal sort of stuff.
Lovely.
We'll have it for a few days and then get it picked up. But
do your magic, Mike.
Can't say that. So, as you can see, we have collected and finished the F70 M135 from Tony and Charlie. We had the car for a few days. We were lucky enough to pick it up, and of course our new demo car, which I'm not sure if you've seen in the vlog, but you will see coming very soon. The brief was this car was to make it very usable and very OEM, so they can start using it as a kind of rolling demo that you can kind of see. They're going to take it to Cafe Machine, a number of different shows. So it's going to be used between the pair of them. Thunder Night purple metallic on this colour, absolutely stunning. We were going to go with this colour before we picked the Portimao blue on our car, but I thought it was going to be very popular, and it will probably be. I think it'll probably be the biggest seller of this particular generation on the F70s, which is great, but then of course it gives us a nice contrast to having the Portimao blue. And this is probably how ours would have looked anyway. So a few things that Charlie said he really wanted on the car was the gold wheels. We've done a number of purple cars for Charlie, a 240i, and I don't know if you remember the 340i we did in Frozen with the MW3 with the neodyme gold wheels. Well, we kind of replicated that one. The purple and the gold theme just works. Don't really like using the word gold, but it is neodyme Porsche. This is the same colour as what you get on a Porsche GT3, GT4 RS. It looks stunning, and this colourway looks perfect on this. When we fit it to the Portimao blue, it looked a bit washed out, but on this, nice contrast. This one has the red brake caliper as well, and as you can see behind the gold, it really pops. On this one, where ours come with the 18, we upgraded to the 19. This car come from factory with the 19, so it's just a tyre swap over. So this comes with, I believe, Goodyears. So not a bad tyre to start with, much better than what was on the F40 M135i, which actually came with a Bridgestone. So this is a real nice add up just to swap out. Then came the conversation about springs. Springs, this one is 25-25, so it's not as low as ours, but it's a bit more usable. Now, they're based in Croydon. If you've ever seen the roads in Croydon, they are harsh. They're very tight, narrowed, full of speed bumps and potholes, being in the middle of a city. The roads aren't quite as nice as what we have out here. So yet again, it's nice to be able to offer something that can be used as a daily, or if you live where we do in Northamptonshire, but the roads are a bit better, you can go that bit lowered if you're after that lowered look. Tailored up with the M Performance front kit, so you've got the front, the sides, and the rear spoiler we're doing on this one. This is a bonded on part, and we do need to keep it overnight, so it looks very aggressive. Now, the car from factory has some aggressive features, like the rear diffuser. Now, on this particular setup, we've chosen to keep the gloss black diffuser with the gloss black tailpipes, but then, of course, done the front canards, which I think are a bit of a must on these. I think they're really good. We're starting to see kits now come through from Maxton. I will send the images to Jay and he'll overlay some, so you can kind of see what Maxton and how their design is going forward. It looks good. It looks a bit like this, and if you can have the choice, I think I still prefer to have BMW OEM, but the Maxton is now coming through as well. Other little details on the car, side wing badges were taken off and replaced with our copper bronze sort of style M logo, should I say, to match the wheels to keep that theme going. The front was replaced, took off the original sort of grey one, and then put the black M badge on the front grille. Rear badges, there's not an M135 badge yet, so we took an M135i badge, took the eye off and fitted it to the back as well. And of course the M Performance armrest. This car has the bigger seats, which is obviously a really nice option. We did explain in a video of ours a few weeks back that is probably the must option on these, is the bigger M Performance seats. But then it makes the interior quite dark, it's quite a big seat, it does trap a lot of the light and stuff, so to just bring up some elevation to cover, the M Performance armrest is a bit of a must. But this has come out cracking, and the last thing we did as well to make it really, really pop against the colour was change the badges out for the 50th year ones. Now, I know it's not a 50th year car, but I just think they're a better looking badge than the original one, and it's nice to have M lights and M cars with these and just the normal 4-cylinder and, you know, everything else just a normal badge, but that's how I'd have it. Let us know what you think of the finished outlook of the M135i, and I believe it will be up for sale, so contact them guys, information down below. So you join me underneath our F70 M135. As you probably already heard, this thing makes no noise at all. The previous car actually did have some depth and tone to it, especially the 19 plate cars. In fact, they even did have a little bit of a burble, but they took that out in 2020. Look underneath, this is a lot more of a complicated system compared to the previous one. We're now running twin valves either side and 4 tailpipes. So, not sure what's going on here, but there's a lot of baffling, but I would assume that in sport mode, the valves are open. You do feel them open ever so slightly when you're revving it, and it is bypassing something, but that is still full of wadding. That is really, really getting rid of all the joy and all the sound in this big old box. So you have a replacement unit for one of those. Further down, if you follow me, this all looks fairly familiar. This is new, this wasn't available, well, this not available, this wasn't on the F70 M135i, so that is a resonator. We are taking that out, so that will be good as well. And here there's a little join where the dimple will go, so we're going to go from about here on the Remus backwards. We'll be keeping this in place. This is the OPF and the catalytic converters. Everything we'll be doing will be MOT compliant, will sound better, and hopefully have some more tone. So left of me, standard exhaust, right of me, Remus, OPF back. So both systems are on the floor. Here, as you can see, we'll go to the cap, OPF, straight through, mid-res. This is where it starts to look different. Remus doesn't have that mid-res delete. And this would, I'm going to guess, be the Remus Sport. They may well do a race later down the line, but we'll have to see what Remus do and how this sounds as well. One thing to point out, this is clearly a bit of a point here. There's clearly some gas and some heat getting here. So this is a very restrictive box. As you can see, this car's maybe done 1,200 miles now, and that is the colour of it. And we don't drive it that hard. It gets used a bit of a daily. It's been driven quite quick, but that is quite worrying. So the system here follows the same paths, outer tailpipes with the valves open and valves closed. And as you can see, the box is a lot smaller. There's going to be a lot less baffling and a lot less chambering in this one. So the next stage is to get this on the car and line it up. We'll go through the options of tailpipe shortly, but on this setup, we've gone for the gloss black and the carbon to time with the rest of the theme of the car. So over to Blake, he'll get it now listed and fitted, and let's see how it looks and sounds. So as you can see, system is fitted. When underneath the car, we did assume that when the valves open and close was under load when you're physically moving. That's how sometimes they are in comfort mode. Most BMWs, when you press the sport mode, will open up the valve. Well, this is different. When you put it in sport mode, the valve's still closed until you tap the throttle. So they obviously are opened up under acceleration or just moving the throttle. So that works well. We know things are getting there. The system lines up perfectly. Tailpipe choice is obviously very good. But now the next steps are, we've tried to get some sound out of it, but yet again, it's pretty tricky. Most modern cars now, a lot of the sound is zapped by that OPF filter and is baffling before that. There's a conversation coming very soon we've had with AC Snits about the new Mini F66. It's exactly the same again. To try and get sound out of these cars is proving to be tricky. So what we do now is we've got a few pictures and a few sound clips which will be coming up next. We will send that information to Remus as well and report back to them shortly. Fitment is great, but we need some more tone. This is perfect for the sport system, but of course we want the race to offer both. So we'll run this for a few thousand miles, probably come back and do a review onto it as well, and hopefully by then we'll have some feedback from Remus and have a bit more of a sound clip. And that's a very loud diesel van behind us. It's probably louder than that. But enjoy this video and keep an eye out because we will get this thing louder. Thanks a lot.